Europe offers plenty of destinations for all tastes and interests, but countries such as France, Germany, and Netherlands can also stretch your budget to the max. If you're looking for the cheapest European countries to visit, you'll have to think outside the box and head to lesser known but equally magical destinations. Destinations in Eastern Europe offer some of the best value for travelers heading to Europe. If you want to visit some of the popular Western European countries, timing your trip to avoid the high season is another good way to cut cost. Choose the best places to visit from a list of the 10 most affordable European countries. Number 1. Bulgaria. Bulgaria often tops the list of inexpensive countries to visit in Europe, and with a good reason. For starters, Bulgaria remains largely undiscovered by tourists, except for the visitors that come over in summer for a cheap vacation alongside the Black Sea. Even then, accommodations, flight, and entertainment will still cost you a fraction of what you would pay in Western Europe. In the off-season, prices drop considerably, and you can ski, eat, and travel around the country for a tenth of what it cost in the West. One of the best parts of visiting Bulgaria is the countryside, where castle villages and hiking trails that center Balkan National Park tops the list for great hikes and breathtaking views are either free or very cheap to visit, while Sofia is the first stop for many visitors. Smaller cities such as Plovdiv, home to over 200 archaeological sites, are even cheaper to explore. Hotels in Bulgaria are particularly cheap outside of the summer month, and many include not only free breakfast but also free shuttles. Number 2. Romania. Romania is one of the cheapest destinations in Europe, especially if you're heading to the Carpathian Mountains for some hiking or mainly focused on exploring the countryside. Even a visit to the Brasov, home to Dracula's 14th century Bran castle, can be very affordable if you book a sightseeing day tour or don't mind slow train connections out of Bucharest. Number 3. Montenegro. Montenegro is one of Europe's newest countries. It regained independence in 2006, and while it's rising in popularity as a tourist destination, today many North Americans still have a tough time finding it on a map. Its rising tourist destination status means many things to travelers: fewer crowds and of course lower prices. The country has a little bit of everything to offer travelers: beautiful beaches, UNESCO medieval towns, national parks, lakes, mountains, and more, all for a fraction of price of other more well-traveled European destinations. Visitors to Montenegro can expect cheap food, particularly if you stick to the local fare, like meat stuffed, burek, homemade and cured meats and seafood. Of course, you can find a lot of Italian cuisine in Montenegro, like pizza, pasta and salads, which are also very inexpensive. Grocery stores are cheap as well, so if you book a place with a kitchen, you can stock up and cook your own meal. One thing to note is that July and August are the busiest months in Montenegro. You'll find a high volume of tourists, particularly alongside the coastal areas, like the hip beach city Budva or Hikreg Novi on the Bay of Kotor. Number 4. Portugal. Portugal's most attractive destinations are all about nature, sun and the outdoors, meaning they are mostly free. The Faro district in the south of the country is a popular destination for its soft golden sands, cliffs and lighthouses, while visitors to the Madeira head there for the rugged volcanic hiking trails, the beautiful harbor and the great scuba diving. The biggest expenses on a trip to Portugal will be food and accommodations, though visiting outside the peak season, June to August, will reduce cost considerably. From November to February, prices drop even more, but the temperature remains around 17 to 18 degrees, so it's the perfect time to visit to score great bargains. Some of Portugal's most interesting destinations are free to explore. Aside from the cost of the transportation to get you there, these include the ancient town of Evora, a World Heritage Site, and the 12th century Templar Castle and Convent of Christ in the town of Tomar. Number 5. Slovenia. A tiny country surrounded by giants, Italy, Austria, and Hungary are against its borders. Slovenia is a mountainous country covered in forest. Still, most visitors arrive here for the shoreline, sitting against the Adriatic Sea. Slovenia offers plenty of affordable sandy beaches and lots of sun, while the summer season means more expensive accommodations along the coast. The beaches are all public and free, so it is possible to keep the coast to a minimum even during the high season. Copper Beach and nearby Mesta Beach, Moon Bay, and the famous seaside resort of Porto Rose are all very affordable in late spring when temperatures are already summery but the tourists haven't arrived yet. Away from the coast, Lake Bleed is perhaps the best known destination, located just 35 kilometers from the capital city, Ljubljana. The lake is an affordable destination and one of the most stunning sights in the country. Other budget destinations include the medieval town Piran, the fortified village of the Stangel, and Triglav National Park, where you can hike to the top of Mount Triglav in 2 days with an overnight at a mountain hut. Number 6. Hungary. Hungary is one of the most expensive countries in Eastern Europe, but still a fraction of the cost of traveling to major destinations in the western half of the continent. Hungary's capital Budapest is home to a long list of free attractions, including walking on the chain bridge across the Danube and exploring the Castle Hill area. Although some of the attractions in the castle area, which includes the Buda Castle and the underground Castle Labyrinth, but they are still very affordable. In the month of June, the city sponsors a night of the museums, where you can visit many landmarks around Budapest for free. The neo-Gothic Great Market Hall, Budapest's oldest indoor markets, a great place to research for budget souvenirs and cheap snacks, including many traditional Hungarian foods. Street food is another great way to save money when visiting. The country's favorite fast food is langons, a sort of deep-fried pizza topped with cheese, tomato sauce, and sour cream. Outside the capital, things get considerably cheaper. Visitors to the lake resort town of Thinai and those heading to Buk Mountains for outdoor adventures will find the prices are even lower there all year. Number 7. Slovakia. As Slovakia's capital, Bratislava is definitely the most expensive destination in the country. But even here, you can keep your trip cheap by taking advantage of the many free things the city has to offer. In addition to many tiny galleries spread throughout the entire city, Bratislava is also home from bronze workmen coming out of sewer holes to life-size Napoleon soldiers leaning against benches. Despite being the capital, Bratislava is relatively small and can be easily explored on foot, as most of the attractions and top things to do are located around the old town center area. If you are ahead outside the city, trains and buses are cheap and very affordable. If you are looking for outdoor adventure, however, Slovakia offers plenty of things to do, and most of them are free. The High Tatra, Slovakia's tallest mountains, and a massive national park, has hundreds of kilometers of hiking trails. Between June and October, the trails are perfect for hiking and exploring. In winter, many of them become great destinations for snowshoeing, as well as downhill and cross-country skiing. All national parks are free in Slovakia. Slovakia is also home to many UNESCO World Heritage Sites, castles, memorials, and monuments, all free or very cheap to discover. Number 8. Poland. Poland's main cities, Krakow and Warsaw, are not always cheap, so if they are your main destinations, avoid visiting in the summer. Shoulder season, especially the month of March and April, are ideal months to travel to urban Poland. The weather is warming up, the prices are still low, and the castles and palaces that were closed during the winter are opening up again, open at discounted prices. Poland's most famous destinations, including the Auschwitz-Birkenau camps, the Wielka salt mine, the Slinders factory, are much less crowded in the off-season, so you won't waste time waiting in line. Many other attractions around the country are either very cheap or free to access, including climbing the old town hall tower for great views in Krakow, the 13th century castle of the Teutonic Order in Malbork, and the ancient by Louisa Forest. In larger cities, museums often offer one free day a week. For example, the Royal Castle in Warsaw is free to enter on Wednesday, while the Kopin Museum is free on Sundays. While trains aren't always very cheap in Poland, you can get almost anywhere via bus for little money. Long distance buses such as Flixbus are comfortable, offer free Wi-Fi, and will get you to even the tiniest towns in Poland. Number 9. Czech Republic. The Czech Republic is not as affordable as it used to be, but if much of your travel is outside the capital city of Prague, you will be able to find plenty of bargains. This is especially true during the colder month. January and February are the cheapest months, with March though May also offer some great discount on flights and accommodations. Many of Prague's main attractions are free but also part of many paid tours. Rather than paying to be taken there, it makes more sense to grab a map and explore them on your own. This includes walking on the Charles Bridge, shopping by the astronomical clock, and walking the cobbled streets of Old Town Square and its memorable buildings. Things get much cheaper at other major destinations around the country, including the fairy tale town of Český Krumlov, the unusual town of Sildek and its ossuary chapel, and the never-ending trails and mountains in the Bohemian Switzerland National Park. Even during the high season, the hotels at these destinations will be affordable if you book enough in advance. Number 10. Albania. Albania remains one of the Europe's best kept secrets. In addition to plenty of historical sites, amazing culture, and great summer weather, Albania also offers a long coastline known as the Albania Riviera, of pristine beaches and turquoise waters without the sticker shock prices of other European destinations. Even the more famous beach destinations such as the Denmi and Kishimil see moderate international tourism and offer very affordable accommodations and restaurants all year long. To save even more, avoid the summer months if you are heading to the coast and instead book your holiday for April, May and early June, except for the Easter week when prices go up. It will still be warm enough to enjoy the beach, but you will enjoy special discounts and avoid the crowd. If you are coming over for hiking or explore the cities on foot, late September and October are good options, while the winter month will offer bigger discounts for city stays. Tirana, a great starting point for exploring the country. The mountains are too cold for casual outdoor adventure starting in November. Sit-down restaurants are very affordable in Albania, but cafes and casual eateries even more so. Local bakeries are another great option to save money, as you can pick up a number of local pastries including the traditional sminak and cheese filled byrek for pennies to carry as snacks for the day. So my cute pumpkin, this was the end of the video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one. Until then, happy travel.